Welcome back. My name is Timothy Judkins. You have made your way back to the Realty Resource Report. We are actively live on Facebook and TikTok. So if you are on TikTok, you are seeing me live here. If you're on Facebook, you're seeing me live here. As I said before, all these live videos will be in a full edited version that will go on to YouTube shortly after Wednesday. Every Wednesday, the full video goes up. The buyer and seller tips will be chopped down through the week, and you will see those versions of it as well. Happy Monday. It is December 1st. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month, okay? We are here at the office. I got new listings coming in, apparently. I got to call them here shortly. A lot of activity on my Bellsville listing that I have out there. Thank you for everybody who has been reaching out, questioning, asking things about that property. It's helping us get those answers to people who might be interested. Had some training with a few agents that we have. Brandy G, she is a new agent. That is Brandy Kelly. She is with our office at Wheeling. Also, I did a training with Casey. Who else did? Kaimara. And then I got a few more of you guys I got to get caught up to speed. So that's going to be awesome whenever I get a chance to get everybody scheduled in the way we got to do it, right? So hope everybody had a great weekend. I don't know if there's anything that I'm missing in terms of what happened last weekend. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, great time with the family. At a Cyber Monday. If you have not did your Christmas shopping, please get on there and do it now. Great deals across the board. Shout out to Robbie Kilgore. Whatever you sent in the Remax group chat for that for that Cyber Monday deal, I am jumping all over it, sir. All over it. Soon as I get off this feed, I'm gonna literally pay and get mine. Okay. Yes, Remax has their own group internal chat. So if you didn't know, that's one of the benefits of being with Remax. As you see, we have certain articles we're going to talk about today. Let me go ahead and bring them up on a side screen. The DC National Guard shooting. That is a crazy story. I'm not going to go too far into that. You know, I do not get political on this page. That is not my lane. I just like to talk about the news as it's happening. I guess an Afghan suspect is the one who did the crime and whatnot. I guess 500 additional National Guardsmen will be added to DC. Investigations are going on about that and a suspension of Afghan immigration processing. So, I mean, safety first, right? I mean, that's just one of the biggest news headlines that's going on right now. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that the world is crazy. The news will find things to get us all riled up about, and that's one of the main focuses right now. My second story I got for today, I wish I printed these off for you guys so I can show you the actual articles. Maybe if I could figure out a screen share one time, we could do that. So when the live video goes on YouTube, you will see the individual articles. I just forgot to print those out for this live feed. So I have my actual articles right here. I'm looking at them though. So my second story for the day is consumer confidence drops. So apparently, U.S. consumer confidence has fell sharply in November 2025. Economic jobs, inflation, interest rates. These are all showing slow purchasing, selling activity when it comes to real estate. So when it comes to these things, buyers are having hesitation to making bigger purchases. A lot of small transactions are happening instead. Um, and, this could be signals for where the market's going, right? This has a lot to do with the shutdown, the layoffs. I made a layoff video not too long ago. If you're following on my social media pages, I do make exclusive content straight for my Facebook pages and straight for TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. There is exclusive content on all these platforms, and I don't share the same thing on every platform. So if you're missing something, that's probably why. So it's just signs of where the economic state of the United States is going. So consumer confidence drops. That's not really a great sign during the Christmas holiday time, but it is what it is. All right. Now, my third story I have for the day. My third story. I'm making these signals so I can see myself when I'm running the video back and I'm editing, so I know where I'm at. Inflation is outrunning home price growth. That is our third story for the day. Okay. So house prices have barely rose 1.3% year over year, while inflation remains higher. Meanwhile, home ownership wealth is shrinking in terms of affordability and price increases. Okay. So with that being said, because the inflation is outpacing the wealth of people's equity, we are getting to a place where high rates are still blocking affordability, and sellers got to adjust to these price expectations. Okay. And so it's kind of all over the place when it comes to those things, and it's hard to price the market as of right now. And if you are a realtor with me selling in this market, you know that it's just up in the air right now. So if we have the price, if the house is priced the right way and it's move-in ready, has less things to work on, less things to fix on, us as agents are finding those properties are moving extremely quickly. Even if they're fixer uppers, as long as they're falling into this price range that people can afford, it's working out. All right. And so, with that being said, I'm going to segue into my buyer and seller tip just because that's, a great way to come into this. So, because the market is moving the way that it's moving, I'm going to give my buyer tip first. Sorry, I'm not like kind of scratchy today. So, my buyer tip for the day, boom, 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 buyer tip. Because you know the market is slowing, the interest rates are being stubborn, and things aren't fluctuating the way that you would like them to fluctuate. Let's not talk about the 50-year mortgage and the portable mortgage that might be coming to the market pretty soon if you haven't talked to a lender. But since these things are changing, the buyers are going to get more negotiation ability. Okay? And that's a good thing for us. If we're trying to get into home ownership, if there's properties you've seen out on the market that you've been on the fence about, I want to let you know that everything is cheaper than it looks like on paper. It is, because everybody's willing to negotiate right now, especially on the seller side, because we are stuck in this tough market right now. So if you're interested in buying, the market has slowed down. This is the buyer tip for the day. Compared to house prices and things were a year ago, you have a lot of negotiation ability. Okay. So my buyer tip for the day is to shoot your shot. If there's something that you're interested in, if you're worried about the numbers, talk to your lender, see what you could do, because this is the time in the market that the buyers have the most advantage. Okay. That's my buyer tip for the day. Seller tip for the day. Price competitively. You have to, because if all the buyers have the negotiation ability right now, then you need to be down in a low maintenance, low fixing, easy move-in ready home. We need to be in this space, because if we have things that we need to fix, or if we're priced too high, this is why you're not seeing offers. This is why you're not seeing, any showings. And it's because the number is way too high, and it's not where people in the US economy can afford right now. So, sellers, I need you to ask the question. Ask this question to yourself. Is it more important to get the dollar we need right now, or is it more important to get rid of this property so that we can make something this year? Okay? That's the question you should be asking yourself. If you are stuck on trying to redeem a certain amount, rather you have updated a property, you have renovated it, and you need to walk away with a certain number, we might have to wait till spring in order to command those numbers. Just because we need to wait till people's finances come back around, tax season, things like that, and we might be in a better position. But if we are stuck on a certain number right now, it's going to be a cold winter, you guys. It's going to be a cold winter, because the buyers have the torch. And if we don't want to negotiate and meet them halfway, it's going to be a rough time. Okay. That's my buyer and seller tip for the day. Let me refill with my Remax juice. It's actually just coffee. So Remax doesn't have their own juice yet. So, we can't do the Realty Resource Report. We do this live every Monday. But if I do this every Monday, I got to plug the team. Because that's what I do. Okay. So, the first listing we have for today. Funny how I printed out all the listings but I didn't print out my news articles, which is fine. I probably need to find a way to digitally be better at this anyway. All right. So the first listing I have for today, 1451 Nottoway Drive, Wheeling. That one is actually listed by Matthew Goddard. It is a new listing that just came to the market not too long ago. 3-bedroom, 1-bath. It is in Wheeling, so I cannot give too many details about that. Please reach out to Matt for more details. His number is 304-242-2600 if you want to go see that house. And that one is out in Wheeling. The next listing I have for you guys today is 710 Cemetery Road in Martins Ferry. Boom, 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 boom. This one's listed by Kelsey Cromer, and it's only been on the market for 2 days. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, but only $85,000. You have a 2-bedroom house underneath 100K. This is what I'm talking about. Pricing right. Pricing the right way, because that thing's gone. I already know it's out the door. It's only been on the market 2 days. I know I'm going to look up and it's under contract. The next one, I was just out here over the weekend. This one is down in Adena, listed by Samantha Holcomb. I have 1335 Township Road, 129 in Adena. Now, this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. It is listed for $530K. Hold on now. Listen to me. It's listed for that because it has 46 acres. One more time. Let me show you the photo again. I'm sorry. I think I should have led with that. 46 acres is what this house has. 1335 Township Road, 129 Adena. 3-bedroom, 3-bath on 46 acres. Boom, boom, boom. And then the last house I have for you guys today is 621 Grant Street in McMecken, West Virginia. This one's listed by Austin. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Please don't judge a book by its cover with this one. This house is very unique. The bathrooms are awesome. The bedrooms are awesome. It's like they completely renovated and customized every single room in that house. I really like that. But I'm not licensed in West Virginia, so you have to reach out to Austin for more information. And that is it for you guys. That is my broadcast for the day. I don't have too much. I do have a lot to cover, actually. I just have to get to everything I need to get to today. Just part of the life. And I have, like I said, I have the seller I need to reach out to. If you are interested in selling or buying a property, feel free to reach out to me. Send me a message, a DM. This is literally rocket science to some people. They have made it complicated for a reason. So if you do not know the process or you have regular questions when it comes to this, please text, call, reach out, DM, whatever you need to do, because I don't believe there's no such thing as a dumb question. So ask anything and everything, you guys. Anything and everything. Well, that's my broadcast for the day. I appreciate you guys stopping in. It's a little bit shorter than it usually is, but I might hop on live again sometime this week. Do something special for you guys. I do want to plug this Thursday is the Wheeling Symphony. Let me bring it up. The Symphony on Ice. It is December 4th down in Wheeling, West Virginia. And that's the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra. Want to let you guys know about that. That's going to be happening Thursday night. And then also the Wheeling Board of Realtors is happening that same night. Their Christmas party, which will be at Generations in Wheeling. So, multiple things going on this week. Hope to see you guys out and about. It's supposed to be snowing 6 inches tonight, which is bananas to me. I'm not looking forward to that. But, hey, when you live in Ohio, you get the snow, right? So, just wanted to plug those things for you guys real quick. Thank you for stopping in again. I appreciate everybody who watches this broadcast, leaves any comment, shares anything. I really appreciate you guys more than you know. As much as I was supposed to cut this off, I'm going to keep it going for a few more minutes and whatnot as I wrap down my day. We have new agents who just joined Remax. I just shared one on my page today. Her name is Alexis Sanders. So she just joined us. She is now with Remax Broadwater. I had Brandy Kelly, like I said, with me over the weekend with Casey. Brandy Galentine, that's her new name now. So she was with me hanging out. I need to get up with Sarah Fadowski sometime soon as well. I have a few agents I need to meet up with and just go over a few things. It's a great time to be in the real estate industry. If you have not done anything when it comes to real estate or understand anything about real estate, I would highly suggest doing that. Home equity, home ownership. If you don't want to pay anymore, just sell the house. I mean, there's so many options, you guys. You know what I mean? You can rent it out. You can literally buy the house and just go get an apartment right after that and just rent your house and just live for free in your apartment. Or you can house hack. I love talking about house hacking. Buy a duplex, live in one side, and just rent out the other side and rent that price so high that it literally covers both sides. There's so many options. Or a quadplex. Get a quadplex and do the same thing. You're in one unit, you have 3 other units, and you just charge them so much that it makes you live for free. There's so many little options when it comes to real estate. It's Cyber Monday. I hope you guys are out shopping. Get those Christmas gifts in. I know I am. I know I definitely am. I'm going to get my orders in today because I do not have the time to be doing this last second stuff with you guys because you guys like to fight, throw arms. Remember those Walmart days? You know, Black Friday? Oh my gosh, bro. Or I was just talking to an agent recently. You remember those Toys R Us gift runs, shopping sprees, the Toys R Us toy shopping sprees? An agent I work with at the office says she still got the Jeffrey bucks for Toys R Us, and so she was planning on running that up, but you know, she missed her boat. She missed her boat on Toys R Us, you guys. I don't think they're in business anymore. You know who I thought wasn't in business anymore that I went and ate at the other day? Ruby Tuesdays. I bet y'all know that. I used to work for Ruby Tuesdays out in Columbus, Ohio, back in the day, and it's crazy how all of them, I believe, shut down, and then we were out in Cambridge, Canton, Cambridge. We were in Cambridge not too long ago, and they have a Ruby Tuesdays out there. And I was like, wow. And they still got some of my favorite dishes. So that was kind of like, you know, I was amazed by that to a certain degree. Another thing on TikTok, if anybody wants to join me on this live on TikTok, feel free to jump in. Send me an invite, and we can make that magic happen. Because that's what I want to do more often as well. I want to get more live conversations about this business, about this industry, and why people should be involved in it or why you're not involved in it. What do you think is your holdback? What do you think is holding you? What's stopping you from buying a house? Why don't you think it's the time, right? Because the best time to buy a house was 20 years ago, obviously, because that's when they were cheap. But I don't know. Something to think about. I do have some developing ideas to expand this next year. So look forward to that. But in the meantime, thank you guys for stopping in. I'm still going to be live on TikTok for a little bit after the fact. So if you guys want to join me on TikTok after this, I'm going to throw my music back on. I'm going to start packing up my stuff, get ready for my next moves for the day. And until next time, y'all have a wonderful Monday. Thanks for stopping.